A man will do anything to protect his loved ones. And I mean anything. The real question of the day is, are you prepared to do anything, whatever it takes, to protect your loved ones? Well, I have 5 steps that you must take in order to be prepared to do anything to protect your loved ones. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Relationship Advice with Everett James Hill. This is what I'm talking about. Let's jump right in it. Okay, number one, get your behind off the couch, get your behind in a gym, get your behind in shape. Because in this whole protecting the people you love and your loved ones and so forth, in this whole conversation, there are 2 very beautiful, very good benefits to being in shape. Being in shape serves as a deterrent. Listen, most of these guys that are out here doing these robberies, assaults, and break-ins and rapes and all that kind of stuff, most of these guys don't want all that smoke. They don't want all that smoke. That's why they go after the weak, the sick, the elderly, the out of shape, the women, so forth and so on. Because a little bit of smoke, okay, but they don't want all the smoke. That's why they'll look at you standing there. You look fit, you look in shape, you look strong and whatnot. They don't want all of that. They don't want all of that. They think this guy might beat my ass. No, let's move on. And they go after the others. So being in shape has the benefit of serving as a deterrent. Being in shape gives you the strength and the energy to do what you have to do when it's time to do it. Now, I've seen so many TikTok videos where big fat guys were just pushed down to the ground and they were struggling to get back up off the ground. And while they're struggling to get off the ground, you know what the other guy is doing. He's acting like he's in a musical. And he's like, bop, bop, blue, bop, blop, bamboo. You know what I'm saying? And if you do get up, when you do get up, you're up there because you're so out of shape just getting up from the floor makes you lose your breath. Now you standing there gasping for air. And what's going to happen? Here comes the guy with a repeat. Ta 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 ta. How could you protect your family like that? How can you protect you like that? Okay, this is not doing anything to protect your family. Doing anything to protect your family means getting your butt off the couch, getting your butt in the gym, and getting in shape. The second thing, number 2, learn a self-defense system. I really don't care what it is. It can be boxing, wrestling, karate, MMA, whatever it is. It don't matter. Learn a fighting system. Because trust me, it is the stupidest thing in the world to go to the gym, get all fit and healthy and strong and whatnot. And then the day comes where this guy come over. And like I said, most of these guys don't want all the smoke, but there's some guys that don't care about smoke. And now he's coming your way. And he decides to put his hands on you, your wife, your kids, your mom, whoever. And you can't do nothing about it because you got no hands. Your family is exposed. This is not how you protect your loved ones. You have no hands. He just might go over there and just decide he's going to give your wife the combo, slap your kids, whatever, anything. Number 3, now this is going to cause some controversy too. Get a weapon, just in case. Listen, these people running around here committing these crimes, man, they got weapons. And if they have a weapon and you don't have a weapon, well, you lower your chances of being successful in protecting yourself or your loved ones. Now, here is the most important part of this. Make sure your weapon is legal. Make sure it's registered. Make sure it's licensed. do not, I say, do not run down to the corner to the little pistol starter and buy something out of a brown paper bag. Because if you do, and there's a crime connected to what you just bought, and you get caught, you could get jammed up for whatever that that weapon is connected to. Or if you use that weapon to protect yourself against somebody and they get hurt or killed, you could still get jammed up for having a gun illegally. So find out how to get a license and get registration for your weapons. And if your weapons don't require a license or registration, find out and make sure what you're carrying or what you're using is legal. If you agree with what I've been saying so far, do me a favor, hit that subscription button. If you think I left something out or I got something wrong, drop it in the comments box. Let's continue. Number 4, practice. You have to practice with your fighting art and with your weapon. You must practice. So many people think that this stuff works like TV. They show you a karate move for 20 minutes, and now they're like, ha, 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 in 20 minutes, and now you think you're Grandmaster Chun-Li or something. It don't work that way. You watch all John Wick movies from the original all the way to the 5th one. Now you thinking you just pick up a weapon, boom. It don't work like that. You have to practice. You have to practice, practice, practice. There's an expression that says practice makes perfect and practice makes permanent. You don't want the day to come where you have to do something and you can't remember how you're supposed to do it. Or you can't remember how to use the weapon you have. Because if that happens, listen to me, you are done. You are going to get that combo again. Rib shots, face storms, all of that. So practice with your skill and practice with your weapon. And not just you. You have to have weapon and skill and be healthy and fit. The wife has to have weapon, skill, healthy, and fit. The kids have to have weapon, skill, healthy, and fit. Everybody if grandma lives with you, teach grandma how to use that cane. Show her how to use a taser. It doesn't matter. Everybody has to learn. Okay? And everybody has to practice. Practice makes perfect. Practice makes permanent. Number 5, like I just said, teach the whole family. I mean everybody. If you live under this roof, you will learn, period. It's not a conversation. This is how it goes. Okay? Take the whole family to the gym. Grandma, grandpa, y'all coming too. Okay? Teach them a self-defense system. And if you don't know how to teach, send them somewhere where they can learn. Okay? Get them a weapon just in case. And have them practice. Have them practice their fight art. Have them practice with their weapon. Have them practice. But that is how you are fully prepared to do anything to protect your loved ones. Well, that's all I have to say on this subject. My name is Everett James Hill. This is Relationship Advice. Thank you for watching. And as always, I wish you the best of luck in your relationship. Stay safe and hit that subscription button.